Ooh, welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean Second, the Money Green. No sign of Ryan Kramer. He's on assignment there, doing it live in Las Vegas. He is in Las Vegas for the Raiders-Giants game. Going to be attending the tank off in person. I was joking that there was speculation, much like Ashton Jeanty, that maybe they would sit Ryan, meant too much to the franchise, and have him opt out. But no, that is not the case. Ryan is out there. Maybe we get him to call in. I don't know where he's at, but we got a lot to get to. We are going to answer all your questions, talk a little props. I see we got a bunch of questions. Send in your questions. Don't think we'll be taking any calls. Don't have that set up over there. And shout out to you, Agent of Change. Appreciate it. Is there a more entertaining gambling podcast? Let's go. Quick thoughts on the Saturday games. Shout out to the Texans for getting it done against the Los Angeles Chargers. That was nice. Again, none of it was Herbert's fault. Don't even think of blaming Herbert, but it was just classic Chargers. They're getting ready for the playoffs. They're in playoff form already, missing field goals, missing extra points. Herbert, taking some sacks. Again, those are never Herbert's fault. And the Texans offense got off to a great start and then just completely cooled off. CJ Stroud tried to blow that game multiple times, couldn't. As far as the late game, Ravens came to play, man. I like the Packers in that spot. Malik Willis, I like Malik Willis. It's a shame he got knocked out. Would have been fun to see him in those last couple of drives. Or just, basically that last drive. They were driving. They were down 10. But, man, Malik Willis was just carving them up. And then they bring in Clayton Tune because, he aggravates his shoulder. And then Tune ends up throwing a pick, although that was right off the guy's hands. Probably should have caught it there. But, shout out to the Ravens. Now the Steelers have to win that game, which is pretty interesting because we're talking about, hey, what does that do to the number? Will that change things? Let's take a look. We'll bring up the odds screen here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hopefully you can. Yeah, okay. So let's talk about some of the line movement, and we got some interesting movement. The Steelers back out to 4, laying 4 on the road. I did pick the Steelers on the show. Feels a little scary. I mean, Tomlin as a road favorite never feels great. Just that Browns offensive line is troublesome, and I think you throw on top of the fact that the Steelers still need this game. I think Aaron Rodgers, they want to have that bye week next week and not have to play the Ravens. So I certainly they will be motivated for that game. Props wise, I mean, I'm looking at Underdog Fantasy right now. Kenny Gainwell is still listed at 30.5 receiving yards. That's with DK Metcalf out. I mean, what are they watching where we're still not liking the Kenny Gainwell receiving yards? So that's something I'm definitely going to be on. Checking around the rest of the games. I'll be one of the games that was surprising to see this movement. The Eagles are now, it looks like last night you were seeing some steam here. The Eagles are now 3-point dogs in Buffalo. Kind of surprising. I don't know what is causing that line move. Mine is just someone thinking, or either a big group or someone laying a bunch of cash on just unloading on the Bills there. I think you got to be a little nervous about the Bills, especially with it looks like Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox both kind of banged up on the injury report, late ads there. So that's going to be interesting to see. I'm assuming both of them are a go. I didn't see them on the inactive, but certainly interesting that they're a late ad here against and they are definitely added on to the if you guys are tracking the incentive stuff. Dawson Knox needs one more touchdown for a $100K bonus. He's sitting at 4 receiving touchdowns. And we did a shout out to Cody Zeeb, who I saw in the chat earlier. We did a whole article over on sportsgamblingpodcast.com about how highlighting some of the props based on some of these contract incentives. I see Destro in the chat. Yes, add that to my props list. Tank Bigsby over 10.5 rushing yards last time I checked over in DK. If you're playing that, Destro, which I am as well, I think you got to kind of sprinkle Tank Bigsby anytime touchdown. He is sitting at what is it? 10-1 anytime. I think there's a world where the Eagles run the ball a ton, and not only maybe Barkley gets in, but Bigsby gets a shot at his. 10-1 feels kind of crazy. And I'm seeing Jay saying Gainwell, 27.5 receiving yards over on FanDuel. I don't know. What am I missing? Seriously, Aaron Rodgers loves Kenny Gainwell. He's going to be throwing Kenny Gainwell the ball a bunch, and no DK Metcalf. So you know how much the Steelers love to put together easy stuff near the line of scrimmage. Gainwell certainly is going to get a ton of that. Look at this. DJ and Dan saying Eagles are going to ground and pound. Yeah, I'm with you. The Bills have let up 18 rushing touchdowns. Kind of crazy that. I mean, I like Saquon too, but I think maybe there's a world where Bigsby gets his. 10-1 for an anytime feels a little bit crazy. In fact, let's if you guys missed the VSiN show, we'll give out a breakdown some of the plays we gave out over there. Starting with, let's see here. Okay, tail of the tape. Here's my parlay. Give the Bengals laying the 7, Saints laying the 2.5, Bears on the money line, Falcons on the money line. That's almost 42-1. Kramer likes the Bengals laying the points. Browns +3. Missing out on some CLV. Tampa Bay -6. Jacksonville laying the 5.5. Atlanta +8. And 200 turns into 51-04. First touchdown. Kyle Monungai for Kramer in the late game. I'm on Zacchaeus there, 27-1. I'll tweet out the full card for first touchdown. I think Tonges has to be considered there for the 49ers, even though the price is going to be kind of wonky, because I don't know if you guys saw the George Kittle is out. So no George Kittle there. Anytime touchdown. Kramer likes Daniel Bellinger. He got great CLV on that. If you listen to the VSiN show live, Theo Johnson was ruled out with an illness. One of their offensive linemen ruled out with a finger injury, not even flying with the team playing. Tank Bigsby. Luke Musgrave, 2 touchdowns, 100-1, did not get in. Kramer likes Mike Gesicki, 2 touchdowns, 27-1. I like Gesicki as well. I think that's a fun play. If you wanted to do a Gesicki, Trey McBride, anytime touchdown, that is a fun way to do it. And I see Destro in the chat with some saying the Saints player props. Yeah. Talking about CJ's ladder that he gave out on the show. He likes the Tyler Shuck anytime. 1 touchdowns +370, 2 TDs, 33-1. He also likes Jack Besh there, receiving yards for the Raiders to carve up that Giants defense. And Brenton Strange. Love the Brenton Strange play. I think that is that's a solid one. And then our pleaser. We hit last week's pleaser. Bengals out to 14.5, Saints out to 9.5, and Dolphins as 1.5 point favorites. So there you go. Get you guys updated here with some of what we're looking at. Kick it back over to the odds board. Send in the question. Yeah, go Beavs. Luke Musgrave barely played. Yeah, no, that was a miss by me. I thought he had some chemistry, Malik Willis, but they ran, if you watch that game, they ran a ton of 4 receiver stuff and kind of barely used the tight end at all. I did not see that coming against the Ravens defense. They barely ran the ball. So I didn't think they were going to let Malik Willis cook that much in that way. So and he looked great. So if you're a team who needs a quarterback next season, how are you not trying to trade for Malik Willis? And Malik Willis is a free agent, so that dude is going to get paid. Oh, this is an interesting one from John sending this question in. DJ Moore or Michael Wilson? Oh, man, this is tough. As crazy as it sounds, I mean, I like both offensive matchups, even though I am on the Bengals. Michael Wilson, how can you – John, I think you're going to feel dumb if you don't play Michael Wilson, especially going up against that Bengals defense and that game script. I think that can get really out of hand. Now, some of that could apply to the Bears as well. I think you got to go with Michael Wilson there. All right, let's see. We got Japan, our buddy from the Far East, checking in. Oh, this is a beautiful anytime TD parlay. Marvin Harrison Jr., Tyler Warren, Ramondre Stevenson, Tajay Spears, Adam Thielen. Wow. $10 pays 6,225.
Oh my God!
You're a maniac, Japan. I love that. I mean, I think any of Adam Thielen or Adam Thielen, Ben Skowronek, like either one of those guys does feel like they have a chance. MVS, maybe. It'll be interesting to see what we get out of this Browns defense, which has normally been good at home, but they haven't been as good on the road there. Michael Miles checking in. Needs survivor help. Jacksonville, Tampa Bay, Pitt. 3 left. One can only use Pitt or the field. Either one has only used Tampa Bay. So, yeah, I think you go Jacksonville here. I mean, the Colts have been eliminated. I know they're going to, quote unquote, be up. I did see that Phillip Rivers is only 250 passing yards behind Ben Roethlisberger, so I'm sure he's motivated. He's got no quitting him. But this Jags team, I think, is going to roll. Tampa Bay, I don't trust Tampa Bay at all. In fact, I just over on Cal Sheet, promo code SGPN, just traded some live Dolphins money line because this Bucs team is kind of falling apart defensively, offensively. I do not trust Tampa Bay at all. Pittsburgh has historically kind of struggled in Cleveland. That would be the one. If you had a rank for me, the 3, I would go Jacksonville, Pitt, and then Tampa Bay last there. We got keep sending in the questions. Gary, yeah, we just talked some of the props there. We didn't do our regular prop show because it was Christmas, but we're giving out a bunch of we just mentioned all the ones we talked about on VSiN. I'm giving out some that we like as we go along. I just mentioned the Kenny Gainwell over receiving yards. I'm with Go Beavs here as well. Darren Waller over receiving yards. Now, the only issue, I would like to play Darren Waller even more, but Greg Dulcich has been kind of getting involved too. But I do think Darren Waller's base number is still pretty good. Let me see if I can pull that up for you guys. Yeah, 31.5 receiving yards. I think that's a go because again, this defense is crazy. Bet God 420. Good to hear from you.
Woo! Ain't smoking my weed.
Yeah, I'm on the Miami Dolphins, and I do like Mike Evans anytime touchdown. I'm seeing as high as like plus 140. That's crazy. I think and if you want to have fun, Mike Evans anytime touchdown parlayed with the Dolphins to win the game outright. That's going to pay you pretty decent there. I'll see if I can pull up a price, but I would still be skeptical of this. And Dolphins are sitting at like plus 200 on the money line. Let's see what the odds board says. Yeah, Circa has them at plus 190. FanDuel has them at like 205. Usually a good sign. If you like a dog and Circa has the lower price, it means maybe some fellow sharps are with you there. Yeah, Dolphins and Mike Evans Dolphins will win, Mike Evans to get a touchdown, 7-1. So not bad. Maybe I would hope for a little bit juicier there. Go Beavs talking about Taysom Hill over rushing yards and anytime touchdown. I actually don't like that one as much this week, Go Beavs. And I picked up something on X. It seemed pretty true. Apparently last week was because it was Taysom Hill's last home game. That was the reason why they were going out of their way to give him so many carries and let him throw that touchdown there at the end of the game. So I think last week was like the send off for Taysom Hill. Now I think they're going to be more in their traditional offense. So I don't like him as much. Honestly, I like what CJ tossed out, the Tyler Shuck thing a little bit more. 7 Luka checking in, Malik Willis 100% ending up on the Fins. Yeah, he would look fun in Miami. Again, he's been people thought I was crazy. I fell in love with him in the draft. I said, I think at the time, I mean, this is like 2018. This is before they got cooking with Goff. I said the Lions should draft Malik Willis, use that pick. Now, certainly he struggled early, but this just goes to show like, hey, have a little patience with some of these developing quarterbacks, and hats off to the Packers for being patient and developing him. Kyle Williams Yardage is criminally low with 2 receivers out. Great way to spice it up over on Underdog. Yes, I'm 100% with you, Eric, there. Yeah, Kyle Williams' yardage criminally low with 2 receivers out. Yes, I think they could just eat. And yes, this is Preston. Sent you guys a Christmas card and gift. Hope y'all had a Merry Christmas. Let's keep cashing tickets in the new year. Preston, thank you very much. In fact, I will go grab your present real quick. Stay tuned. Thank you, Preston. Got us this sick Waffle House hat. Appreciate it. Appreciate the Christmas card. It doesn't. I gotta figure out how to put these on my actual head. But shout out to Waffle House. Hopefully you didn't have to throw blows with anyone to get these the sweet Waffle House hat. Thank you. There's a bunch of them he sent. Appreciate that. Yeah, as a back in my days working on clip shows on Ridiculousness, the Waffle House was always we did a segment called Scuffle House, and it was just all the best Waffle House fights. Highly recommend it. Let's keep the questions going. Nico, Shador over 13 rushing yards seems so low. Yeah, I mean, part of that, I would take the over there. I think I was on the Shador rushing yards last week. I don't know why I didn't ladder them. Let me look at the top of my head. I mean, part of that was matchup. The Bills are very bad against rushing quarterbacks. Again, probably a reason why you should be on the Eagles this week. Steelers are certainly noticeably better against quarterback rush yards than the Bills, but the counter is they still have those offensive line issues, and could get could kind of be a problem there. Z Logan the Great, tank Connor Hayward anytime touchdown parlay 155-1. Oh man, all right. Do I have to put this in now that I've seen this? I think I might. Let's see if I can. Well, I'll put that in the maybe pile because that's pretty sweet there. All right. Let's keep the questions coming. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Kramer will be back for the post-game show. We'll talk Monday night props, recap all the action. And let's see. It seems like there's a consensus here on the Kyle Williams over. Kyle Williams and Parker Washington and DK, or however you pronounce that, anytime touchdown. That's fun. Josh, okay, here we go. J. Will, round robin 2 touchdown. Trey McBride, JSN, Jacoby Myers. Woo-hoo! That's spicy. Yeah, I mean, Trey McBride, the problem with his 2 touchdowns is the price isn't that crazy. Like I mean, the secret's out on how bad the Bengals are against tight ends. That being said, I like all those. And yes, Juwan Johnson, I think, and Dawson Knox. Eagles aren't bad against the tight end. I think the Eagles defense is going to do pretty good against this Bills offensive line. So stay tuned. But Dawson Knox, I could see that happening. Juwan Johnson, yeah, if you watched the game, Juwan Johnson, who I had in an anytime touchdown parlay, he got a ton of catches. He just never got in the end zone. Jeremiah Murphy, Kramer, yeah, I think he wants his team to lose, but it's always easier said than done when you're there. I mean, you're not going to actually be cheering for the Raiders. Sir Ralph, I'm guessing the first half parlay is in Discord. Kramer's usually pretty good about posting that. If you can copy and paste that over here, I'll happily break it down. But I would imagine Kramer is doing his first half parlay. Sir Ralph, Destro saying Kenny G playing the hits today. Yeah, I haven't seen anything to get me off Kenny G. I mean, they were lining him up as a receiver. DJ and Dan saying Jamar Chase is chalky as fuck, but he is overdue for a touchdown today. Yeah, one, I agree. I mean, it's hard not to like any Bengals offensive players against this Cardinals defense. And Jamar Chase like went out of his way to say he's due for a touchdown. So shout out to Kev. Appreciate Kev checking in. Good to hear from you. What are your take on a big boo over receiving yards props? I don't know, man. It's
Emeka and Big Boo.
I liked Emeka Big Boo. I thought he was a fun prospect. I mean, he's down to 34.5 receiving yards. The problem is he is just out of sorts. I don't know if he's hit a rookie wall. I think part of it is Baker. I'm staying away from Emeka and Big Boo. Joe saying he's not betting on Quinn Ewers to win. That's certainly, I see that angle, but I'm with Scott. Well, I'll go with Scott here. Where's this Dolphin love coming from, or is this just a fade of Tampa Bay falling apart? To me, this is more just a fade of Tampa Bay than I like the Dolphins so much. And Quinn Ewers, that was only, he only had 6 days to prepare. Also, they have Devon Achane. Like, I think Achane against this Bucs defense, I think is going to be a problem. Now, certainly didn't see a ton of fight out of that Dolphins defense. Maybe it's a get right for this Tampa Bay team, but haven't we been saying that like 7 weeks in a row? This Bucs team has not covered. The Bucs are trying to tell you they're not good. No one's listening. The market's not listening. I'm going to listen because I don't think they are that good. Let's see. Corbin checking in. Josh Allen touchdown, Philly money line. Okay, I can agree with the Philly money line parlay. Evans touchdown, Dolphins money line, 40-1. All right, now we're talking. Okay. Destro saying Bills aren't shit. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm insanely biased, but that Bills defense, especially to the running back position, is pretty soft. I don't see it. Destro also likes Achane. Yeah, I like Achane today. Let's see. That guy Lou checking in. Jags, Saints, Eagles, Bears. I'm on all those same sides. I mean, again, I love fading the Titans off of win. So the Saints only laying 2.5, I think is, again, chalky, but I'm all over it. Eagles as a dog is always going to be appealing to me. And the Bears, I mean, with Kittle out, the Bears catching 3.5 points, I think they're live on the money line as well. Like this Bears team, they just figure out ways to win, as cliche as it seems. And we got to Aggravates checking in. Yeah, this is somewhat interesting. You would think, if anything, the Colts being eliminated would not help the line for Jacksonville. It went from 6.5 to 4, from what I can tell. This is respected money coming into the market, kind of just pounding the Colts in this spot. So I'm a little surprised to see the line move, and usually that just means usually that just means that it's based off of money. So stay tuned there. Okay. I realize I'm pretty far behind on the questions. Appreciate you guys though tuning in, smashing that subscribe button. Been an awesome year. You guys are great. YouTube's been awesome. Bills Mafia DJ, Tank Bigsby and Ray Davis anytime touchdown. Both teams don't need the game. If New England wins, in second half might see some backups. Running back get some run. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Now, certainly the Ray Davis part, I'm a little more skeptical on, but I think your handicap of the game is correct. Both these teams are playing their starters for the most part. Lane Johnson's still out. I think they're being cautious. Eagles kind of locked into the 3 seed. Now they do have an outside shot on the 2 seed. They would need to win both games. They would need the Bears to lose both games. So that's certainly a possibility. Now, as an Eagles fan, I kind of, if you ask me, would I rather have the 2 seed or a bye week, essentially resting the starters next week against Washington? I would kind of rather have a bye week and then take the 3 seed. I think this year, especially in the playoffs, anyone can beat anyone. I think for the most part, except the NFC South division winner, I think is going to have its handful, but they'll be at home. So that's going to be interesting. But the 7 seed upsetting the 2 seed let's say it's Bears-Packers. The Packers beating the Bears round 1 the playoffs. That's not going to be insanely crazy. Like, I think this year we could see some, at least by seed number, upsets. I don't think the spreads are going to be that big round 1, with the exception of whoever's playing the NFC South. But even then, they're going to be at home. So, I mean, we saw the Rams lay 10.5 in Carolina and lose outright. Sack Patrol just learning that I'm bald. Go Beef saying AJ Barner over 31.5 yards seems legit. Yeah, he's a big part of that offense. I think they're going to be able to throw on the Panthers. Let's see. We got Jordan checking in. Adam Thielen over 18.5 yards. Chase Brown over 56.5 yards. Rashad White over 16.5 yards. And Kyle Monungai. Cream of Kyle Monungai. Kyle Cream of Monungai. There's some cream of some young guy, Kyle Monungai. I have not gotten it completely figured out. If you can sound it out, send it in for me. But someone sent that in to me. They're like, how did you guys not think of this? Kyle Monungai of some guy. I like all these here, Jordan. Now, maybe the Adam Thielen one, 18.5. You're paying a somewhat inflated price because of DK Metcalf being out. And who knows who's on the official nice list of Aaron Rodgers. But I think you just play Kenny Gainwell, honestly. Pink Nation, like in ETN, Higgins, Gene T, Gainwell. Yeah, I got no beef with these. Go Beavs, Myles Garrett over 1.5 sacks. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun. He certainly is is locked into trying to get those sacks. And we'll see here. Running the table. What's more likely, Las Vegas and Giants defensive special teams touchdowns or no touchdowns? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to make of this game. I do think the Raiders is still the play there at home. They do have the veteran in Geno Smith. Other than that, I mean, I just can't. I have no idea. Damian saying Saquon needs 155 scrimmage yards for incentives. I could imagine Eagles having 2 or 3 set screenplays for Barkley today. Over receiving yards, 12.5. Good eye there by you, Damian, because I like your angle. And let me see. I was just going to pull up what the Bills are receiving yards wise to the running back. Let's see. Yeah, they're okay. They're like middle of the pack, but I do think they like getting him going in the passing game. 12.5. Yeah, he's usually a little lower. So you're paying slightly higher, but I like the over there on the receiving yards and maybe a ladder chance. Okay, and Preston, sorry, just catching up with your comment. I love it. My wife runs a Waffle House outside Nashville. Local homeless people use that bathroom and dumpster to smoke meth before she chases them out. Yeah, again, Waffle House is this truly wild American place. So if you ever find yourself, it's great if you're drunk, if you're hungover, if you're high on meth and a homeless man looking for a warm place, get in on a Waffle House. Let's see. Okay, we got Nathan likes JSN, T Higgins, Mike Evans, Barkley, Swift, all to score in the end zone. Hard to get that figured, or sorry, hard to go against that. We got Mike checking in. Dallas, G for the Eagles over 40 yards receiving. Dallas anytime touchdown, and Dotson over 8.5 receiving yards. Yeah, I mean, they've been using Goddard kind of as the goal line guy in the red zone a bunch. So I would not be surprised if they keep him going. Drake maybe 2 touchdowns. Lambo, yeah, I mean, he did that against the Bills. Quarterback running stuff I like to save for big games, big spots. They're such a huge favorite against the Jets. I feel like they're not going to need Drake May to run in 2 touchdowns. Don't let me talk you off of a long shot winner, but that would be my logic as to why I'm not like loving that. You got Bradley, Olave, and DJ Moore. 2 touchdowns seem so plausible. Yeah, I mean, again, I kind of like Zacchaeus. The problem is with the Bears, they kind of spread it out here a little bit. That would be my only concern with DJ Moore. Olave, I think, could have a very nice game. I saw someone earlier mention Juwan Johnson. I think Juwan Johnson gets in just because they kept uh, they kept going out of their way to feature him in last game. He had like 8 catches for 90 yards. And yes, I'm saying Navette saying Jamar, I talked about getting in the end zone. Book it. I just hit up Kramer about his first half parlay, so stay tuned. Okay, Marcus saying what is your best bet of the day prop? Yeah, give me Kenny Gainwell over 30.5 receiving yards. Comically low. I see Nick in the chat saying Herbert better than Hurts. No, another loss there for Justin Herbert in a big spot. Hate to see that for Justin Herbert. I'm sure he's going to dominate the playoffs. The issue with the Chargers is that offensive line is not an offensive line that's going to win you many playoff games. I am completely I'm totally, I don't see that happening. Daquan, sorry, no Discord line, running it solo, can't really pull that off, but appreciate you checking in. We will have the Discord line back for the post-game show. Well, I don't know, not 100%. It's tough when one person is remote, so apologies on that. I know everyone loves the Discord line. I love hearing from you guys. We'll try and get that sorted. Can't guarantee it for the late game. Maybe it's like how many okay, now we have cream of Munungai. There we go, we got it. All right, thank you. It was okay. Munungai, cream of Munungai. I'll do it in my Chris Berman. Kyle, cream of Munungai gets into the end zone for the Chicago Bears. Big Knox checking in with the Dawson Knox TD incentive. Yeah, we kind of hit on that earlier, like that as well. A shout out to the winner, back-to-back Tattoo League champ. Yes, last I saw, Olam was the loser, so we'll get him squared, getting a touchdown. Oh, and I missed this Zacchaeus maybe being out with an illness, so may have to pivot there. All right, let's see. Zacchaeus and DJ Moore were listed to the injury. They were added to the injury report. Oh, they were just listed. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't see that earlier. Thank you, Kevin, tossing that in. Feels like everyone's kind of on the, I mean, Malik Willis was on the injury report. That didn't seem to slow him down. These guys get shot up with whatever. I'm unless it's like a reason to hold a guy out, like they're trying, as with the Giants, Theo Johnson. Okay, hey, you're a little sick. All right, you're not going to be on the team plane. We'll keep you completely out. I think for the most part, these guys will play. Questionable. Yeah, that's interesting. Certainly something to keep an eye on. Let's see here. We got Taysom Hill, touchdown ladder. Damian. Yeah, I kind of like I hit on this earlier. It seemed like last game they were really going out of their way to feed him. I don't hate it. I just think I would rather take either Tyler Shuck rushing, Juwan Johnson. I think those are more interesting. There was a media clip about how they went out of their way to really get him involved last week because it was his last home game. Now he's on the road. I don't think they're going to throw it. Sorry, they're going to use him a ton. We got a question about Phillip Rivers to throw a pick against the Jags. If Phillip Rivers is good,
Yes, sir.
For one pick, whether it's arm strength or just he's an old guy playing on a short week, he's going to throw one. I totally yeah. And you probably have to lay like 130, 140. Luca asking, when are you guys doing the college football playoff pick show? We are going to be doing that tomorrow, 4:00 Pacific, live over on YouTube. Go Beavs likes Tyler Shuck over 220 passing yards. Yeah, I don't mind that as well. All right, we got Kramer's first half parlay checking in. Here you go. Put that on the screen. Cincinnati laying the 4, Tampa Bay laying the 3, Seattle laying the 3.5, and Tennessee plus a half. So obviously there's a couple Titans getting off to a fast start. I'm a little skeptical, and the Bucks, I'm a little skeptical as well. Got Sir Ralph checking in, Darnell Washington, Marvin Harrison, Brenton Strange, Shaheed Douglas, first half touchdown, round robins by 2. I mean, oh my God.
Oh my God!
Payout must be insane over there. Let's see. We got Michael Wilson and Jamar for 2. Don't hate that. Let's put together a little, you know what, since we keep talking about Juwan Johnson, I got to put this in. Going to put together a little underdog entry. Feel free to tail. I got, let's see, I got Juwan Johnson to get in the end zone, higher a half rushing, receiving touchdown. Chat, what else are you guys, what else are we putting in with Juwan Johnson to get into the end zone? Seems like there's a big consensus about Williams for the Kyle Williams. 31.5 receiving yards. Seems like everyone likes him. I'm happy to toss that in. Are the Jags your lock of the day for the games? No, they are not my lock. My lock are the Saints and the Bengals. Love them. Craig's asking for the best ladders. I mean, I would run back the Kenny Gainwell receiving yards ladder. I know our buddy CJ likes Jack Besh receiving yards and Brenton Strange. So toss those in there. Okay, so we got Juwan Johnson to get in the end zone, higher rushing receiving touchdown. Kyle Williams, higher 31.5 receiving yards. We do have Kenny Gainwell. Oh, yeah, of course. Let's put Kenny Gainwell. I'm playing it individually, but why not toss it into the you know what? And let's make it all TDs. So we'll go Gainwell, a higher half rushing receiving touchdown. Juwan Johnson, higher half rushing receiving touchdown. One more TD to get in. So Kenny Gainwell, I am playing his individual receiving yards, but I do want to play his touchdown. You know what? Who I think we will do? McBride. Yeah, I like him. I also like Kramer. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to go, let's see, Gesicki. I think Gesicki gets in. So here we go. Oh, this is nice and juicy. Juwan Johnson, higher, half rushing receiving touchdown. Kenny Gainwell, half higher rushing receiving touchdown. And Mike Gesicki, higher, half rushing receiving touchdown with the 50% profit boost. $50 returns you $977.50. Let it ride. Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN. All right, D-Gens, I got to roll. I got to set up all the TVs. Kramer normally does that. Again, appreciate you sending these sweet Waffle House hats and the nice Christmas card our way. Hey, we will be back. Kramer will be making an appearance for the post-game show, recapping all the action and giving out all our favorite Monday night props, including some D-Gen plays, first touchdown, all that stuff for the Monday night game. Rams, Falcons, certainly going to be an interesting one. But appreciate everyone tuning in, as always. And, of course,
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the Money Green. He's Ryan. Kramer, let it ride.
Oh, better fucking